good afternoon, one, all, everyone, wherever you are, whatever you may be doing. It's time for your favorite Tell It Like It Is show. Good afternoon. Sammy, what's up?
I'm good. We're here. Oh my God, it's 2:05.
It's already 2:05.
I hope you all didn't think we were not coming.
Oh, well, I cannot think that.
You know, we jump in, go Lapley, Big River.
You know what I mean?
Waterfall, mudslides. Everything to get to you.
Come rain, shine, or in between, we're going to be there for you. All right. So, again, welcome. I hope you guys had an awesome weekend. And we call today True Confessions. But we're going to get into the gist of the confessions in a bit. But what we're going to do right now is take a pause for a cause, come back after these messages, and then we get into the vibe. Keep it locked.
With Digicel Prime bundles, you get more than just data. You level up to a whole new digital life. Level up with deep music for your favorite local and international tracks. Level up with Sportsmax and catch the top live sports action. Level up with Go Loud for radio stations and trending podcasts from Dominica. And level up with Playgo for the latest movies, TV series, and local shows. Enjoy a 7-day Prime bundle at only $32 with 49 gigabytes of dedicated data for premium access to your favorite app without touching your any use data. That's a total of 59 gigabytes. Activate a Prime bundle in the My Digicel app. Digicel, better together.
Attention! We're a go for rocket launch.
Roger.
Engines ready.
Jay ready.
Liftoff in 3, 2, 1.
Kids, breakfast is ready.
Ooh. Launch postponed.
Give yourself a strong start to the day with Dutch Lady. Milk with essential nutrients, calcium, vitamins, and protein. Dutch Lady. Building strong families since 1871.
Hey girl, new car?
No, that's the same one.
What? We had our accident 2 days apart.
Well, I'm insured with TDC Insurance Company, and you're with the other ones.
I need to switch. Tell me how, right now.
It's simple. TDC Insurance is located upstairs HHV Witchich and Company Limited on Old Street in Roseau, and you can call 255-1100. TDC Insurance Company, guaranteeing you peace of mind.
I begging you live a prepared Dominican lifestyle for man, woman and child. I'm begging you live a prepared Dominica lifestyle for man.
Dominica is prone to natural hazards such as volcanoes, earthquakes, hurricanes, floods, and landslides. We all must learn to live with these hazards. Make preparedness a part of your everyday life.
Remember, make an emergency plan. Pack your emergency kit and stay informed. Volunteer with your disaster committee. Contact the Office of Disaster Management for your emergency preparedness information at 448-7777 or 611-4412 or visit the website at www.odm.gov.dn.
Be prepared.
Be safe.
A message from the Office of Disaster Management brought to you by USAID and IOM.
What you eating there?
Ham and cheese now.
What? You go for lunch by Sammy's without me? Oh, you can't do me that.
Relax now, I set you up. I got your meatball sub, a roti, pies, tarts, cakes, chicken salad, codfish sub, chicken and chips, and a smoothie.
Woo! Goody! Brian, Tom, Dave, come! Lunch from Sammy's on our co-worker.
Co-worker? Sammy's Boutique and Cafe, located at 39 King George V Street. Call us at 613-5908.
Welcome back. If you're just joining, welcome aboard. If you've been with us, welcome. This is your Hot Topics, your Tell It Like It Is show. And we have a lot in store for you today. Share the live, folks. Share the live. And we're going to share a little bit of love with you before we get into the vibe. All right? So, Want to shout out all the folks on the Facebook Live at this point, wherever you are, whatever part of the world you're in. Love to you. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. But share the live and let people know, let them know what's happening. Yeah. Confessions. And wanted to shout out the folks on 88.7, 93.1 and 107.9, right, Sammy? And as well as the folks on Flow Channel 953 and 954 in Dominica. Good afternoon. Folks on Flow Channel 119 in St. Lucia, welcome aboard. And the folks on the big network DigiPlay, good afternoon. Sammy, what's up? How was your weekend? How are you?
My weekend, like I always tell you, my weekend was good.
All
right.
right.
I can't have once you see you live through it, you can't call it bad.
All right.
But I want to shout out birthday greetings to my neighbor who celebrated her birthday yesterday, Tamalia Alexander. So Tia,
nice.
aka Tammy, happy birthday to you. I know you had a great day.
Nice.
And I just want to reach out to Terry Green and Sonia Felix, who are going through a lot right now. I just want to touch you guys and say good afternoon and make sure you all are having a great day. And just hold on, just hold on.
And also the family of the late Patrick John, former Prime Minister, as well as the family and friends of Mr. Curtis Augustus.
Indeed.
Yes. All right, so, you ready? You ready, Sammy?
I am sharing my life.
Sharing your life. Okay, share the life, share the life, share the life. I know people sharing. I see.
Yeah, I'm not. Hey, guys. You all need to stop disrespecting the scene. I'm not seeing the lives being shared. Come on. Share the life. Let's get this pumping. We cannot start to give you all the story with those views.
Yeah.
And then we have to be repeating the story every.
No, you have to come on and let's get into it. All right.
Share the life.
So let's just shout out the folks on the West Coast in Collyhook, Coolibistry. Good afternoon to you, Mon Rashad. Good afternoon, folks in Dublin and beyond. Shout out to you, Joanne Amble, and want to say hi to the folks down south as well, all the way from Newtown down to Scott's Head. Listening. Good afternoon. On the East, Dailies, Lap Lane. Good afternoon to you. Let's just hit you off with the topic right now. It's a true confession. So we call today True Confessions. But is Sammy that was at the consultation?
Well, we had
I missed this consultation.
We had our usual consultation,
yes.
And Vanessa wasn't present.
Yeah.
But a person asked me to put this out there for them. This is the situation. She's married. She's married with children. And she came to understand that her husband has an outside child under very strange circumstances. Now, this is the circumstance of the outside child. The woman he has the child with is, well, at that time was in a relationship with another man. And she have children from a previous relationship. But apparently the other man wanted to marry her, but he couldn't make, he wanted a child. And he cannot make. She knowing the situation and he being on medication to help him for the count to improve. What are you talking about?
Yes, the sperm count. Say it like it is. The sperm count.
I don't want to be too blatant on the radio. I mean, people have to be able to join the dots.
Yes.
Connect the dots. So for his sperm, she was in a relationship, was not married at the time, but he wanted to get married, but he wanted a child. A lot of men want to make sure they can have a child with you before they put the ring on your finger. That not coming forth, she approached a friend of hers to help her out in that situation. The man, this head married man. They did AIDS tests and they had a child. Her conditions were, let's have a child. You are not under any obligation to maintain the child, and nobody has to know. This is just between you and I. You'll just know you have a child there, but that's between you and I. So anyway, the child, that happened. The child is big now, about 12 years. And the man wants to acknowledge the child. So the married man who had a child with another woman, and the other woman, she married the child's father. So the child is being raised in the household with the man as his child, and he is none the wiser.
Okay.
Now the married man, you have to keep up, because this is a lot.
So for point of clarifications, let's give names.
We don't give it no names.
John, Jim, Jack, and Peter.
You're just going to confuse the situation more because we're way into the story already.
All right, let's go.
They just have to. They just have to keep up, and if they want clarifications, we'll give them clarifications.
All right.
So, we have two families there. We have the woman, the child's mother, who is married to the man that cannot make, who thinks the child is his child. And we have the wife and the man that can make, who healthy and fertile, and he have children in the home. That came to light with the wife. He wants the wife to accept the child. He wants to go and get the child where the child is in its happy home with its two parents and bring the child home to visit the wife and the siblings so that everybody can know each other. So the madam asked me to put this out there. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? What do y'all think? I don't know if that feels quite complicated, Vanessa, and I don't know.
Julie says Abuya Kusho. Yeah, that is.
I don't know of any situations like this.
That is a lot.
Yes, that's a lot. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Because you have some factors there. You have the child who is comfortable where the child is.
No, but initially, your man has a low sperm count. He cannot get you pregnant. So he was party to the whole thing. He says, okay, fine.
No, he wasn't party to it. He has no idea.
So he thinks it's his child.
He thinks the child is his.
Houston, we have a major problem.
We have a big problem, Houston.
We have a major problem.
Because the rightful father wants to claim the child. No, that's going to have a tremendous effect on his home and on the child's home, domestic affairs.
So right now, Cannot Breed is going to say, because Sammy don't want me to use names. All right? So Cannot Breed is going to say, okay, we're going to call Cannot Breed J. All right? We're going to call Can Breed K. Good.
No, call Can Breed Stud.
Papa, so let's call Cannot Breed.
Okay. So Cannot Breed don't know the child is not his own.
All right.
And Can Breed wants to go and take the child to bring home. Can Breed, Mr. Stud, wants to go and take the child to bring home to his family. So his children at home can meet their siblings. Because he have a conscience. He doesn't think it's right.
Okay, we have some questions coming in there now. The child should know their true father. It is not fair to the kid. This should be done sooner rather than later. And the child is already 12 years old, we understood. So, Miss Pregnant will have to speak with Cannot Breed and speak with Stud and speak with Stud's wife in order to, get this thing all clarified. All adults have to come together and make things as comfortable as possible for that child. But why, in God's holy name, would you want to go through a thing like that without even informing your partner? Didn't your partner know that he couldn't breed at the time?
Well, the partner was on medication to help. So I suppose he feels that it is the medication worked. I mean, doctor give you medication for a particular reason, and voila, it worked because your lady got pregnant.
All right, good. So did he go back to the doctor and find out, well, yo, doc, so...
Well, the doctor,
he just
you
figured
going back
it
to
worked.
The doctor, your woman pregnant, you don't going back for any further treatments, Vanessa. Just like a woman trying to get pregnant, the doctor give you medication, you get pregnant, you go into question things, you can get triplets, you can get quadruplets, you don't care, he's pregnant, you're pregnant, you get what you want.
I want to make sure it was your medication that worked and it's on my body that changed.
Nah, man.
But, so whatever. So let's go back to this again, right? So we just for clarification, or somebody's saying here, did the child ask her to see that man?
But the child doesn't know that the father he has is not his father.
So you get it, Rosalind? So the child doesn't know yet. All right? Rosalind said it sounds like an ego confusion.
It's quite confusing, and I think it's unfair.
It is. Vado says that's big Beth confusion in the family. So let me ask something. Miss was so anxious to get pregnant, to get married.
Is the ring?
It was by any means necessary, not even taking into consideration that, according to my TDBS, the secret will come out and the time bomb will burst.
But what about going and getting pregnant for another man's wife?
Another woman's husband. How?
I'm sorry, another woman's husband.
How?
Why would you? I mean, it would hurt her when he comes out.
Of course.
Secretly like that, you and her husband in cohorts together and making that kind of a deal, that kind of a commitment.
Decision, and that husband self to make that kind of decision and commitment minus your wife
without
isn't
informing. He told the wife, but long after.
right.
Because right now he wants his
wants a
child.
child.
So he has to tell the wife so he can get the wife in his corner.
Wow. So somebody says, Lauren says, wait till cannot breed dies. My husband had a similar situation. They made him godfather. Truth came out after after cannot breed died.
We Papa Boche. So
you see the name stuck? Cannot breed.
But cannot breed now. Remember, the child is on cannot breed's name. So the law
exactly
regards that child as cannot breed's
child. And for that to be otherwise, then DNA testing would have to be
no, once he accepts the child, nobody can dispute it. That is why.
Well, exactly.
He accepts that child.
Exactly.
That child registered to him. Unless, even in death, nobody cannot come and say, oh, it wasn't his child, blah, 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 the child had another father. No. You don't go nowhere with that. That's just rumors and hearsay.
Exactly.
That's the person, he raised that child. The child has his name. That's the man's child.
That is a hell of a trouble. I was saying that the stud should not interfere with the child's life. It's just breaking up a home. I agree. I agree. But stud, stay in your lane, and if you want to claim another child, go and pregnant somebody that's not married and bring it for your wife. Or go get your wife pregnant again.
Why would you put your wife through that?
But why?
Okay, you did it already. The child is happy where the child is. The child is not suffering.
The wife doesn't. The pregnant doesn't even ask you for anything.
No, pregnant asks you for.
All pregnant asked for was to be impregnated. Pregnant is pregnant. Pregnant has had the child.
You're a sperm donor.
Exactly.
And a sperm donor does not make you a father. You know, legally, a sperm donor does not make you a father.
So for the sake of the public, Sammy, seeing that I missed that consultation, how did it happen? Was it artificial insemination or was it a sexual act?
A sexual act, because actually they went through the whole process. They did STD tests for all sexually transmitted diseases and stuff like that to make sure that he was safe and she was safe. Let's go by doctor.
So they did all of that
to make their child.
All of that, tutsa.
Yes.
And never once thought to inform their spouses.
So the wife is listening, you guys, so go easy.
Well, darling, I'm going as easy as I can, but I'm just saying that
because she's a victim in this. She's a victim in this.
Rosalind is asking the same question. Rosalind, no, it wasn't injection; it was a sexual act. So, they, according to the lady, had said they gabarized and she got pregnant. Somebody says, "Leave it alone; you will damage your child."
Yeah, because
why break up all leaves?
There are two different kind of situations, you know, for those. There's those where a man goes out and accidentally have a child.
A one-night stand.
You purposely have sex, but accidentally. You don't have to be a one-night stand. You could have a relationship with somebody. You could have been in a vibes. It could be casual, but they frequently chook-in together, whatever the situation may be. But he's married and he did not intend for that. Even sometimes you're in a relationship and you're married and you still do not intend for your spouse or your girlfriend to become pregnant. So in that situation, we have a lot of situations where, the guy is married. He's tripping on his wife, stepping on his wife, cheating on his wife, and he gets somebody else pregnant.
He's having extramarital affairs.
Okay. And he gets somebody pregnant. An accident he did not know, he did not plan it. But this situation is extremely deliberate. He planned it.
It was properly planned.
Yes.
That was better planned than a bank robbery or a coup.
And to the extent where you all went to do blood tests to ensure that both your blood clean and you're not transmitting anything to her and she's not transmitting anything to you. See the level of foresight. How long you have to wait for an 8 days?
Why?
Within all of that time and the time for ovulation and the amount of times you had to try the vibes before you take.
You understand?
I will never take the first time.
I would like to know that. How many times? Where did you go?
These are the things that I'm the wife.
I mean, we have to respect the people's privacy to a certain extent. But how many times and where did you go? But what I'm saying is, I really, honestly, truly, deep down in the bottom of my heart and my mother's own too, leave that alone. a sperm donor should not go back and look for the proceeds of the sperm or what came from.
But don't you? But okay, I'm going to be playing devil advocate from here on. Don't you think that the child has a right to know who their biological father is, and the siblings have a right to know who their brother or sister is?
Yes, I get that, because what if the guy, it's a boy, right? What if the boy goes out and fancies his sister, and then
Dominica,
next thing you know,
you meet up people on Facebook, you find you like the blood that's stuck, you know.
Yeah,
the blood that's stuck by yourself. You don't know the blood telling you that's your brother or your sister. You're thinking that the blood telling you that's a nice looking chick.
Mm-hmm.
The blood that's pull you to certain people, the blood that's stuck.
Yeah.
What if they meet?
Right.
And brother and sister fall in love without knowing that they're brother and sister.
And I've known situations where that happened, eh?
And what if too that, God forbid the man passes away without disclosing. And they don't know.
Exactly.
So a disclosure is necessary.
And like Babita is saying, for medical reasons, relationship reasons, etc., it is wise to know.
Mm-hmm.
Because you think that cannot breed is your father and cannot breed is O negative, but you are whatever, and or maybe traits that you may have picked up from your biological father
affecting
right.
Mm-hmm.
So there are all of these medical reasons why it should come out, but I don't know. But then you think, why would you want to put the child through that? But when you look at it long term, But let's take a quick pause, and we're going to come back after these messages. Keep sharing your views and your
what's up
thoughts.
with the phone, guys? When we come back, make sure you
No,
call
we open in the lines when we
Mm-hmm.
come back. So keep sharing your views and your thoughts on Facebook. We'll air it out for you for the benefit of those on radio. We'll be back after these messages.
Speedy recovery?
What you holding my car just going to fall as we?
Where are you?
Poker, say!
Hang on, ma'am. We're on the way.
At Speedy Recovery, we provide 24-hour towing and recovery, container haulage and lifting, crane truck rental, and dump truck services. We are professionals in the business with over 20 years experience, emerging from the towing specialists themselves, Walsh Trucking. Call today on 767-285-A-TOW. That's 285-2869 or 277-4290 or 316-7077. Send an email, speedyrecoverytrucking@gmail.com, like us on Facebook, or visit us at River Estate at the Walsh Trucking Yard. We are Speedy Recovery, your full-service trucking company. Call 285-A-TOW.
Ask the Fans Home and Building is having a special offer on windows. Listen to this. 15% off on all windows. All sizes for 2 weeks only. Come take advantage of this super special offer. 15% off on all windows from the 9th to the 21st of December at Ask the Fans Home and Building. Check in store for details. Terms and conditions apply.
My new car is so hot.
You don't even know how hot I am. But hey, go to TDC Insurance Company, where we can enjoy the best motor insurance packages.
You talk?
I'm no Siri, but I know good insurance.
Okay, Smarty. Where are they located?
HHV Waychurch are the local agents, or you can call 255-1100.
TDC Insurance, here we come.
Can you make a stop on the way to TDC? I'm kind of thirsty.
Sure thing.
For affordable premiums and payment plans, come to TDC, guaranteeing you peace of mind.
With Digicel Prime bundles, you get more than just data. You level up to a whole new digital life. Level up with deep music for your favorite local and international tracks. Level up with Sportsmax and catch the top live sports action. Level up with Go Loud for radio stations and trending podcasts from Dominica. And level up with Playgo for the latest movies, TV series, and local shows. Enjoy a 7-day Prime bundle at only $32 with 49 gigabytes of dedicated data for premium access to your favorite app without touching your any use data. That's a total of 59 gigabytes. Activate a Prime bundle in the My Digicel app. Digicel, better together.
All right, folks, welcome back, and thank you for staying with us. We're back with you now. If you're wondering, if you're just tuning in, this is your Hot Topics, your Tell It Like It Is show, and we're talking today. Lady has baby by other man because she wanted to get married to the guy she was with, and that was the only way she probably would have gotten married. Now,
so we have
the biological father wants to spill the beans. So let's get your views. We have a comment.
Yeah. Somebody from the States is telling me that happens in Dominica quite a lot. Man making child and then they want to claim after numerous years and disrupt everybody's life. She said her grandfather had 2 such situations.
Wow.
So her grandfather was a stud, Mr. Hot Boy.
Okay.
I mean, for the sake of the child, I mean, you have to do what is right.
Yeah.
But what is right? On one hand, you have the need to know what's in your blood, what's in your DNA.
Right.
How because I mean, come on, DNA is so important right now. Your whole ancestry, determines a lot of things presently. How you act, how you respond to certain situations.
Also, medical conditions.
Well, we don't even going into the medical condition yet. We're talking about basically like your DNA. The person you patterned after, the 2 people that you're patterned after, they will determine like so many factors for you. So it's so important that you know who these people are. You take by this, you take by that, you respond to this situation that way, your temperament. Sometimes studies are over there. I'm not saying that, but so many things. Okay, take for instance, right? Right now, studies a soccer boy.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't want to be a soccer boy. You will live your life guarding yourself against those kinds of behavior.
Exactly.
You will put yourself in a position for you not to do that, not to be like your father, not to be like stud, not to be.
Right.
So it's important that people know where they come out.
So
that's undisputed.
So here's a very great point. But this was a planned conception. They should have done legal documents to prevent this. Roro. They checked for STDs, but they didn't think to sign a legal document limiting Mr. Stud rights to the kid. Hello? Pregnant, did you? I don't think so.
Well, you see,
one second. Again, if you go to the sperm bank for artificial insemination, you sign, or the person who donates the sperm actually would have to sign a waiver saying that they refute all claims to whatever their sperm might produce, or whoever their sperm might produce, or whoever collects it and does whatever with it. They sell it and that's it. That's the end of the transaction for them. Did pregnant pay for the sperm?
Well, that's not the particular transaction that they had.
Right. So it was just a mutual agreement.
We don't have sperm clinics for us to know. You know how those things run and stuff like that.
Right.
You will find people signing non-disclosures on a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
But for her situation, she was not married before the child was born. If the child was born in wedlock, then the law assumes that whatever produced in marriage is that of the husband, unless otherwise. Whether or not he has a claim for the child, that is the telling point right there.
Mm-hmm.
That the child was not conceived before she was married.
Yeah.
You with me there?
I understand you.
So he may be able to.
Yes. Because she got pregnant before
right.
they got married. So it's not part and parcel of the marriage.
But he would have a battle to fight if she decides she doesn't want.
And I don't.
He would have a battle to fight.
From what we've discussed, I don't think she wants him.
I don't think so, because if you're happy in your home, your husband already thinks the child is his own. He couldn't make. He couldn't make, and he get child.
That is true. That's true. Folks, the lines are open. The numbers to call 448-7334, 305-906-6186. Send us a WhatsApp message or a voice call. Call us on WhatsApp, 613-1307-245-2929. Again, we remind you, do not send the voice notes because you never know what might be lurking behind those voice notes. So call. All right? If you can't type, call us or type a message.
Yeah, so somebody is saying on my WhatsApp that you're so right. The husband, You couldn't make child get child. Why you want to go and disrupt? Let me get it on the phone. Why you want to go and disrupt the people's lives? They are organized, everything flowing. For the child's sake, leave it alone.
I know, leave well alone, man. Come on, leave well alone.
But we still have. I mean, that's
but
that's
we still have other factors to look at.
Because okay, I mean, 12, 13 years. 12, 13 years. Your father is your world.
And then all of a sudden somebody just comes and shatters that.
You come in and you telling me that's not my father. That's my father.
And here's the thing. That child has a father in the home with him.
Raising
they
him.
Do things together. They go out together.
Yeah, but that's the point. That's what I'm saying.
And all of a sudden now you want me to pick up Mr. Stud and call him daddy, but he lives with his wife and his children, and all I get to do is visit.
He has a father. He has a
I
family.
don't know. It's hard. It's a really tough decision.
How
to
do you
make.
put that on a teen, on a preteen, on a teen?
And then and then we wonder where mental illness does come from.
Age,
and all of those things can lead to that.
Well,
you know,
those things
antisocial behaviors.
There will be a disruption in the child's emotional development, because I wouldn't say mental illness. I would say their emotional development, because that is a catastrophic thing. That's a catastrophic event at a time when the child home environment is detrimental to their development.
Let's go to the telephone. We have a call. Good afternoon on the Overseas Line. Hot Topics, you're live.
Hello.
How are you?
Yeah. What is wrong with human beings?
Do me a favor. Speak a little louder for me, please.
What is wrong with human beings?
Oh boy, they're too human.
Have you ever heard of people talking about Kabwit Lamotier?
Yes, half share.
Like
Kabwit Lamotier, Bef Lamotier, Mouton Lamotier.
That means half share.
Yes.
If I have a little goat, I give it to you to raise, and when it's a little one, you give me half. If you kill the goat, you give me half of everything. That's how they have the child, like a Kabwit Lamotier. Why
yes.
do that to the child? Why some people are thinking of themselves alone? That these are selfish human beings doing those things there. Why are you treating a child like that, confusing her when he grow older? And people don't wonder why children don't always sort of withdraw and act certain way. Is it caution? What is wrong with people? I would not even let people know a kind of thing like that going on. Much as so many people come and tell all you to put that out there. What if the neighbor know and everybody start looking at it? Some people don't have no shame. You have no shame in their game. The caution. You want a child, you go to that extent and do them comment, yeah? The only victim there is the child. I don't feel sorry for that child. When the child finds out what kind of caution they were brought into. I see some people, they raise up with one father. When they're 15 years, they get into raise another father. They have, you know what is wrong with people now? What if that child has to get a green card one day and they have to do DNA? And the DNA have to prove you not the child's father. What's going to happen to that child?
Exactly.
You know the gen may free the child mother or the father will get. Me, I don't like to curse you like that. You went, Gasto, let me not smile.
Thank you for your contribution, caller.
Yeah, that is a kind of a situation to have a child in.
That is a crazy situation, though. Lauren is seeing that this was a conscious situation, continue with the situation as is. Hurting cannot breed, and the child would eventually the situation with the wife. Okay, so let's see. Hurting cannot breed, and the child, yeah. Okay. So Beverly is saying, tell the wife to move on. That husband is irresponsible and does not care about his wife or his union. That man himself should leave that child alone, maintain his child. Maintain his child? What child? The mother should talk to her child at the appropriate age and let her know what is a him. Let him know what's up. My 2 cents, not to show off the topic. Well, you pretty much have the gist of it, my love. So, yes.
So, I have a comment there, and it's on WhatsApp, and she's saying the child should know the truth before they end up dating their blood.
That's true. And Pepita goes on to say children are resilient and the child will be just fine. Well...
Yes, because some children go for so much.
It depends on how it's brought out to the child, and they have to make sure that they give that child proper counseling and attention, and, you know. He planned it. It was not accidental, so there is something happening between the men more to it than we know. The man cannot, we didn't know, my darling. So the one who has the female who got pregnant, the lady who got pregnant, I'm sorry, her husband did not know of that situation. It's just the one who got her pregnant that knew. It's only the two of them, and the doctors and God who knew.
Wasn't he saying that sounds like an ego confusion?
Yeah.
I find that too. I think his ego is getting the best of him and making him push and do things that can be detrimental to his home relationship. Because I think it's quite disrespectful to the wife.
Yes.
That you make a conscious decision to do this. If it was an error, it was a mistake, and you come and you talk to your wife about it.
Well, baby, I went out last night. I went out a few nights ago. You remember that time when, and this is what happened. The woman got pregnant. She's with somebody. They're married, but right now it's just beating behind me, and but fine. But you sat and planned for months.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because it doesn't take 2 days or 2 hours to get all of those tests done and get the results. Like Sammy said, it may not just be one try and you get pregnant. Not all women are like sponges. Before you touch them, they reach. You know what I mean? So it took some time. It took planning. And you have a wife and children?
Even Neil Lawrence is saying, while rake up old leaves.
Yeah.
I like that anyway, and the way she put it, while rake up old leaves.
But I think if it is like, and like some people are saying that the child should know, for all the reasons that you could think of, the child should know, then I think the adults should have that discussion first.
Mm-hmm. All parties.
Both couples come together, have that discussion, and then figure out a way to break it to their children.
I think, yep.
But looking at some adults may not think as rationally as others.
And in that situation, I am sensing that there will be mucho problems.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not just about the child.
Right.
It's about the husband.
Exactly. And the wife. That husband and the wife.
So how you come in and tell me, after I raise a child, I pay for this, I pay for that, I do everything for that child, thinking that child is mine from my loins. You come in and tell me that's not my child? And for 13, 14, taking the gestation period and all of that, 15 years you have been lying to me, making me believe that pregnancy was mine, that childbirth was mine, I raising that child, and remember she have children before that relationship, so she have a child before that relationship. So you raising all the children in the home as yours, and
pass out. Thinking at least one is yours.
At least one is yours. You feeling good. At least one is yours, and no, not yours. And what if the husband is the sole breadwinner of that whole family? To break down a man like that?
Well, let me tell you something. That can do a serious number on a man's ego. That is crazy. Al is saying, as much as disclosure is necessary, it should not be done now. Wait till the child is older, where he could much better handle the situation.
That's too much for a young child. Children are resilient. I've seen a lot of survival, but it doesn't come. Don't think people are resilient because you see them looking like they're thriving. Some people may look like they're thriving, but they're fighting all their demons on the inside.
Oh boy.
So you can say a child is resilient or children are resilient and, they'll overcome. Yeah, they'll overcome, but what about the scars?
Mm-hmm.
What about the psychological and emotional issues that that follows them?
Wow. Here's a situation. Oh my God. And I know of a similar situation to that. Marvlin is saying that happened to my father.
Mm-hmm.
He met this woman. They booked a hotel and then started speaking of family. And then she's saying who her father is. And he told her, I'm going to get something in the shop. And he ran because they had the same father. He was so embarrassed.
What?
Yeah, I know of situations where people meet in a club and they're hanging out and they get home. Guy walks her home and he's about to come up and then she's like, by the way, what's your last name again? Because I mean, you're in the club, you don't want to know all about the person, but the mere fact the person is actually coming up to your apartment, they're like, so what's the full name? And he says the full name, and she's like, but my name is that as my last name is that as well. And he's like, who's your father? And he said, this person is my father. And she said, but it's my father too. And they're like,
Papa, mate. Dominica have plenty soup.
There's a lot of that happening.
Dominica have a lot of soup, you know.
There's a lot of that happening.
Well,
there.
now, before people could actually, as a mother know, even though the man don't take the child, she know that's her child father, so she'll put the child on that name to carry that name, so at least you'll have an indicator later on. But now how the situation is, if the father don't sign, the child have to take the mother name.
The mother's name. Yes.
So in those situations there where the child have to take the mother name, what happens when none's the wiser?
Exactly.
And then you have homosexual escomote getting born to brother and sister. No. Sucker, right?
Well, here's a comment here, Sammy. Maybe he wants the mother to be with him and she's refusing, so he's coming with that story. Well, could be another thing. You never know, you know.
It could be a thing, but I doubt in that situation it's a thing. I think he's his ego. I think he feels like he's man because what he wants to do, but you're not paying attention too closely. He wants to take the child
to live with him and his wife.
Child, not to live with him and his wife, but to bring the child home. So on a weekend, he can go for the child. Afternoons, he can go for the child. The child can come home. The child can frequent his home because he say papa.
So that child will technically have two fathers. The bope, according to a comment earlier on, what they say in Jamaica, the jacket father. So he'll have a father and a jacket father.
And in Dominica, you know, see papa, he say bope.
He say bope.
So, you know, it's really a man thing. It's an ego thing, I think, Vanessa. Because look at it. Examine it.
Yeah.
You want the child to come to your home, to hang out with your other kids, to frequent your home. So everybody can know that's your child. But after the child come out from your home, the child have to go back to his other father's home. How that go look?
Boy, it's not
for the other man.
It not gonna look good, huh?
It will look like you get all the good time while the other man carrying the sack shame home.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, I think even if the child has to know, that has to be properly discussed, thought of.
That stud need 2 solid kick in his rump. Honestly. Honestly. Because what he's doing is just for himself.
Okay, so just for as a point of clarification here, Beverly, yes, the both parties are married, not to each other, but to other people. So Stud is married to somebody else and Cannot Breed is married to Pregnant. Good. Whose name is listed as father? So Cannot Breed is married to Pregnant and the child is registered to Cannot Breed. Right. Julie is saying, Julie, yes, I appreciate that. I like that comment. Stop bringing children in the comments and Koshoni. They are human beings, not animals. They got feelings too. I agree with you. Yes, Al, that's a lot of drama.
True. Stop bringing little children into big people comments. Because that's a big people comments there.
I mean, you have to think when as adults, that is why again, let's jump back a little bit to the age of consent. That is something that maybe a 15 or 16-year-old would do. You understand? That's not something that an adult thinking, a grown mind, a mature mind would think of doing. Especially, yes, an adult can think of doing that, but leaving everybody else in the dark where it's concerned? No. Why couldn't you have waited? What if your husband could actually, or your boyfriend at the time, actually was able to make you pregnant? You robbed him of that opportunity.
True. I see where you're going with that.
You understand?
And I understand it.
And you were so busy. Then again.
And now look at that.
Yeah. Look at the situation you're in right now.
Wait, Papa, look how bad I'm saying. I know for a fact there are a lot of people in Dominica without the right father. Plenty ready-made and jacket running around.
True.
That man, you see, that situation is not unique, you know.
No,
I
it's not
so.
unique at all. It's happened. Okay, maybe that particular, all the meticulousness of that situation may be unique, but the fact that woman gets pregnant for man
Yeah.
but has her husband assumed that is his own. That happens a lot.
We have an issue on the call line there because people are trying to call and that's why the phone is. I'm getting messages that people are trying to call and we're not seeing anything coming this
No,
way.
nothing is popping
So
up.
maybe there's a
Again, the number is
technical issue.
448-7334.
Listen to the number.
Local line, overseas line 305-906-6186. If you're unable to get us on the local line, try the WhatsApp. Call us on WhatsApp 613-1307 or 245-2929. Be sure to call on WhatsApp if you try to call us on those two numbers. Again, 613-1307, 245-2929. All right, good.
There's somebody saying that he knows a situation where a fella made a move on somebody who happened to be his sister in St. Croix. That happened in quite a bit, in Dominica. But this, and people will just, for that same reason, sweep it under the carpets. And then when they get older, they bounce up. They just happen to find out that that person is their brother.
Yeah.
That person is their first cousin. They marry in their this and their that.
Right.
But I don't know of any situations where they actually go through the whole thing.
Yeah,
and then find out after.
That is something.
They'd find out.
That is something else. Folks, again, if you're unable to get us on the local line, which is 448-7334, try the WhatsApp 613-1307-245-2929. We have just a little bit of time left to entertain the calls. All right, more here on Facebook. Okay, here's another situation. I got a friend who was seeing his sister for like 3 months. When he went to his mom and dad's house to introduce his girlfriend, his father almost collapsed. The funny thing is, the man supported the daughter till she was old enough, but never told my friend or his mom.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Wow, that is something else. That is something else. And again, it is on the parents to inform their children who their siblings are. You understand? Let them know. Let them, even if you register the child on your name, even if let them know.
But let me tell
you have to let them know, especially when they get to a certain age. They have to they have to know who they're.
I have a message coming in there where this guy is saying, I have a good friend who looks just like me, and up to today I keep my distance from her because I just believe my father passed somewhere. You meet a complete stranger.
Yes.
And you just...
But you feel that connection, but it's not that kind of connection.
Or you
but
see
you
two
just,
people and you're like, that's your brother?
I
You are not related? Nothing?
And you look so much
but
alike.
But you look so much alike. Dominic, I have plenty comments. Plenty of those situations where you see two complete strangers.
You see, after today's confession,
a lot of people have to go and check.
That is a lot of comments.
A lot of people have to go and check. We have to check to see who passed where because plenty of that passing in Dominica. Sometimes you get people making children that are challenged. And it's because of those things.
Yeah. Okay, we have a call coming in.
Okay.
Local line. Good afternoon, Hot Topics. You're live. Talk to us.
Sammy.
Hello.
Well, let's get these people that you have to be there. You
see, we offer consultation services as well. So people that want to, get some feedback on their situation.
I'm not getting paid for this stupidness.
You think it's stupidness?
Oh, we helping people, brother. We helping.
You think it's stupidness?
We are helping.
I mean, the people in Belfast State are getting help. The young lady got her parents to take her back, and she's having the baby soon.
Okay, brother, talk to us.
How old was that person?
Which person?
Whoever that won that consultation.
We didn't get an age. But grown-up people, naturally.
A big woman like you, Alessala. Alessala. You want some consultation? Child, that is not a 15, 16-year-old, Big people like you all behave yourselves. Okay? Just leave and don't. Let me tell you, there's so much things in this world with children. Leave the child alone.
True.
Don't confuse the child any more than that. Okay? She's in a happy home or whatever. Just leave it alone.
Okay.
Just leave it alone.
True.
And just tell the child, be careful who she dates. That's all. Simple.
Yep.
Don't confuse the child and that bring more caution in this world again and confuse. Oh boy, and especially if it's a black child. Oh, we have too much. We have too much already. We have too much already. Just leave it alone.
True.
Okay, there we have too much for our children. Okay.
Thank you, Vadu. Thank you so much. All right,
Okay.
good.
You know, and as we end in the show, I agree with Vadu. This is how I feel. I think the man should leave that situation alone. Leave it alone. When the child gets to 18, 20, whatever age, you can have a conversation then. But you see, now to go and take the little child and bring her to your wife's home.
Yeah.
No. Leave
I
that
know,
alone. That's not right.
That's a lot.
And then
That's
to
a
do
lot.
that to the other man, the man is a victim. The man not in all your story.
Exactly.
You make your deal with the woman. That is for you and her to battle.
Right.
The man is a victim.
Exactly.
The man of pregnant is the pasa word.
Pasa breed.
Pasa breed.
Let's
Is
take
a
this.
victim.
Let's take this call quickly. Our
Okay.
final call for the afternoon on WhatsApp. Good afternoon. Hot Topics. You're live. Good afternoon. Hi.
Hello.
I want to say that it is so dangerous for this lady and this man to do such a thing.
Indeed.
Tell us.
Because sometimes when you see people sitting by the roadside eating garbage, you don't know what is the problem.
True.
It is so sad to know that it's two married people that do something like that.
Yeah.
So the child have nothing to do with child. The child is innocent. The child will not know nothing for now.
Right.
So it's the parents have to deal with that. Not the real husband and the real wife, but the ones that do the mistakes.
Yes. Not a mistake, a deliberate wickedness.
Yeah, that is true.
Exactly.
They need to sort
Deliberately.
this out.
Yeah, in
mistake,
some
we can
countries they would
understand.
hang them by their toe.
I know.
Disgusting.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Thank you.
All right,
Bye-bye.
Thank you
All
very
right,
much. All right, and that was our final caller
You know,
this
There
afternoon.
I don't know, but there's something really, really wrong morally to get pregnant for another man deliberately and give the child to somebody else. Yeah, that is just wrong.
That is wrong on all levels, Sammy. Like that, it's just. So, my dear,
You got it.
advice to you: speak to
Yes.
Stad and sort this thing out. Leave the child out of it for now. Let the child,
Put down your foot on your husband.
Yeah.
Tell your husband, leave the child where the child is.
Exactly.
Nobody knows anything. The child doesn't know anything. Let the child grow up properly, enjoy his youth, her youth, and have a good education.
Right.
He want to play a part, he can watch from a distance. That is the
Yes.
penny you have to go through
Exactly.
for doing what
for
he did.
doing what he did. All right, so folks, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. It was indeed our pleasure sharing with you this afternoon and as well getting your views and feedback.
yeah,
We'll be back with you tomorrow for another
Hot,
session
hot.
of Hot Topics.
Hot.
In the meantime, enjoy your rest of your Monday. Stay safe, everybody. We love you. Toodles. Bye-bye now.
Hey guys, can we talk? It's your girl, Leandra Lando. I told you! And I invite you to join me on Elevate, a radio show tailored to elevate the young mind. Every Saturday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Together we will maneuver life. We'll bring on experts and specialists to talk on topics like sexual and mental health, career, money, social media, and importantly, we talk about you. We talk about us. For young people, by young people. Tune in via radio, facebook.com/KairiFM, or download the Kairi FM app via Google Play Store. Elevate. Every Saturday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. right here on the genuine sound, Kairi FM.
If you love this show, then call us at 614-3385 to find out ways you can support this program. Thank you for tuning in. Keep it locked to your